He is passionate about what he does. He hopes to change the world's perception of people in wheelchairs, and he hopes to help everyone see their challenges in a new way. Meet Aaron.
Hey guys, my name is Aaron Fotheringham. I go by Wheelz. I'm 29 and I live here in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Well, hi, Aaron. Actually, I will call you Wheelz. I think that's awesome. And my name is Whit, and today I would just like to get to capture a bit of your story and just learn more about you, because what I've seen and read and heard is amazing, and I think that your story is worth sharing.
Oh, stop it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Wheelz, you live in Las Vegas?
Mm-hmm. Born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay. So if you don't mind, would you tell me a little bit about just a few of the things you like to do for fun and why you go by Wheelz?
Yeah. Did I lose you?
I think I don't see your picture anymore. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. So, sorry, what was the question again?
First, I'm interested, where'd you get the nickname Wheelz?
So I got the nickname Wheelz when I was back in middle school. It started off as wheelies because I was always doing wheelies and tricks and stuff. And then eventually kids just started calling me Wheelz. And, you know, at first, I don't know if they were just making fun of me, but it ended up sticking and, you know, I dig it.
Yeah, for sure. I like it too. Oh, I'm echoing.
Sorry.
There we go. Awesome. So it's funny how sometimes things just stick and they follow us, and it's cool. So Wheelz, would you mind telling me a few of your struggles and how you've overcome them?
Yeah, like as far as spina bifida or in other ways?
First, if you would like to talk about spina bifida, that would be great.
Yeah. So with the spina bifida, early on I had a lot of surgeries, to this day I've had 23, so quite a few. And for me, it was just, a big thing that helped me through it was my family. I have awesome parents that really took care of me and helped me through it and really instilled in me, just like having a positive attitude. And, I have to say that really helped me get through a lot of that stuff. And I think, honestly, that's transferred to a lot of other areas in my life, as far as doing tricks and, recently I just learned how to build wheelchairs, and honestly that was such a struggle for me, and it still is. I feel like every day I'm learning and getting frustrated, but I find that I just try to keep believing that I can do it and just try to endure all the mess ups.
For sure. You mentioned endure. And I think it's so important to have endurance, whether you're in a wheelchair, you have a mental health disability, or not. Would you mind talking a little bit about what endurance means to you and how it's helped you?
Yeah. When it comes to like doing tricks, like you have to endure because it's very unlikely that you're going to just land it first try. I mean, sometimes you get really lucky, but most of the time it doesn't work out like that. And so, you got to just kind of, I think endurance is, learning from what went wrong and making an adjustment and then, continuing to go for it and not letting that, that mess up discourage you.
For sure. So I understand. Well, first I want to say, I read on your Facebook, your tagline is, when life gives you a wheelchair, find a skate park. And I love that. So do you spend a lot of time at skate parks and skateboarding?
Yeah, when my wheelchair's not broken, I, prefer to be hitting the skate park every day. Out here in Vegas, it gets pretty hot, so you got to go in the morning or at night. But that's basically my happy place, and it's where I, can really feel a lot of progression in my life, and it's a lot of fun. So why not?
Yeah, I like that. I've actually never tried skateboarding unless we count sitting on it on my bottom and scooting down the sidewalk.
Oh, we'll have to change that.
Awesome. I saw on your website you mentioned that there are advantages to having challenges. Could you talk a little bit about some of the advantages that you have because of your challenges?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's not appropriate to say you should look forward to challenges or you should seek out, because that's just crazy. But I think, as we go through challenges and we struggle with stuff, physically, mentally, I mean, I struggle a lot with bipolar and anxiety. And so, for me, those were always more of a struggle than the actual wheelchair themselves.
Yeah.
And so, I think it's just one of those things where you just gotta, realize that it's actually changing you, like as you endure through it and as you kind of, come out on the other side, you've endured this crazy struggle and you learn a lot of, lessons, and, you gain a lot of wisdom for going through those struggles. And honestly, like, people always say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But I honestly think that we are the lemons, and, at the end of all of our trials, we are transformed into the best version of ourselves. So I think, at least that helps me when I'm going through a challenge.
I really love the way you put that, and thank you for sharing that with me today, Wheelz. So if a young person watching this interview clip, if they're struggling with pursuing a goal or pursuing a dream that they have, what advice would you give them?
Yeah. Especially when you're first starting out towards, a dream or a goal or something, it's definitely overwhelming when you see the whole picture and you're like, this is where I am, this is where I want to be. And you're just like thinking about every little thing, and what we don't really realize or what we don't like is that it's a journey. And, to get to a dream or to get good at something, you gotta, sadly, you gotta endure through a whole bunch of crap. So I think, honestly, don't let yourself get discouraged when you look at the whole picture. Just kind of focus on the moment and what you can do, and just keep your mind focused on that end goal, but just one thing at a time. Don't get overwhelmed.
I'm noticing a theme: focus, endurance.
Endurance is key, huh?
For sure. I have one final question, and that's to ask you if there's anything else that you would like a young person who is watching this to know.
I would say, number one, don't give up on your dreams and your goals, because I think that really gives you a motivation and a direction to go in. And, like we've been talking about the whole time, just endure through the struggles. And, when you fall, get back up and don't give up on it, because, you may have failed right now, but that's just part of, reaching success, is just continuous getting up.
For sure. That makes a lot of sense. And I truly believe that your life and your story is going to impact and has impacted a lot of people, especially young people.
I don't know if I'm an inspiration or a bad influence, but if it helps someone, see their disability in a different way, mission accomplished, right?
For sure. That's great. Thank you so much, Wheelz. And I really appreciate you taking the time to do this today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.